Braggadocio, 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 braggadocio.
Yo, world, we back with another one. We about to drop exclusive, super exclusive. Got your boy Shogun in the building. Got your boy OG Ronnie Lee. Hey, it's another episode of the Braggadocio Podcast. We back.
Hey, Terror Town, baby. Y'all know what the fuck going on, man.
You good, Ronnie? It's like you trying to reach the mic. I was like,
I was just gonna say that's why I fuck with our podcast, bro. Because like every time we do this shit, it ain't no takes. It's just one shot all the way through. Fuck the mistakes. Fuck everything. I feel like that give it a degree of authenticity. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, but
we got a lot to talk about. We got Kanye. We got Math Hoffa. There's a lot going on in the world. You know, Taylor Swift did some stuff. There's a lot going on. What should we start at, guys?
Man, I really want to start with Kanye, but before we do that, on the Math Hoffa shit, what's kind of funny about Math Hoffa is like, I don't know him probably the same way everybody else know him, right? Like, I know the battle rap shit. Like, I was following battle rap for many years. Shout out to Holla the Don, he the GOAT, you know what I'm saying? But shout out to Arsenal the Rebel as well, you know, Hitman Holla, you know, Khan, all of them, you know, it's a bunch of them out there, you know. But it's just funny to see him in the news for other shit, you know.
Oh yeah, podcasting. Apparently, his whole crew is mad at him. They say he ain't got a check, but he said the check ain't. He ain't got no check. He said
he ain't got a check.
He said they been trying to. A lot of companies were trying to give him like solo deals and stuff like that, but he trying to get the whole team on. You know what I'm saying? Because he wants people to eat. That's what he told Joe. He wanted them to eat.
But I feel like right now, ain't nothing more important than Kanye West being lynched by the media right now.
Oh man,
lynched.
I mean,
am I tripping? Just, you know what I'm saying?
I think he's going against an entity that we haven't seen before, and he's trying to battle something that's I don't feel like this. It's Kanye having a battle by himself. It's Kanye versus Kanye, and Kanye's out here going against you know, a group of people for what reason we don't know. Because it's like, and I know a lot of people different eyes. It seems like Kanye is like, we don't know if he's for black people. We don't know if he's not for black people. You know, it's like he going against. He's saying white lives matters. He's saying a bunch of different stuff that just sound like either he crazy or something going. Is something mentally is not adding up right. And the stuff he's saying, like we don't know how to.
It's like we missing pieces.
Yeah, it's like a puzzle. He just saying random stuff. Then he do other shit later. You know what I'm saying? Like he said, like he went on Drink Champs, talked with Nori and DJ EFN, and then a whole bunch of backlash came, and then with a couple days, like a day or two later, he went back and started apologizing. But I understand the George Floyd stuff. Like we all seen the video of that, so he had to apologize for that. Like that was retarded on why he said that with the fentanyl stuff. But you know what I'm saying?
Hey man, shout out Nori, man, but not for a good reason, because you kind of a bitch, bro. Like honestly, like if we gonna be honest, Kanye West made that podcast, bro. Like, let's keep it a brick. Nobody had heard
that episode.
Well, not that episode, but he had already put them on before with the Big Sean episode. Because I hadn't even heard of Drink Champs until the Big Sean episode.
No, he was on there 3 times. Like he did. Kanye did the one by himself with him and the GD dude's son.
I just know that I had never ever heard of Drink Champs until Kanye West was on that bitch.
I'm pretty sure. I feel like, I mean, we be in 2 different worlds, so I feel like.
Yeah, you a lot more in the podcasting world. So I'm talking about as an average person. I'm talking about from the perspective of a normal person. You know, because obviously us as podcasters, we tend to see things with a lot more of a different eye, like because we're looking for these things. But as somebody who's just in the streets as a normal person, ain't nobody checking for Dream Champs, and ain't nobody was checking for Drink Champs till Kanye came. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's just how I see it.
How you feel about it, Ronnie Lee?
Shit, man, to be honest, I think Kanye is going through something. I don't know what it is. I can't really say nothing bad about him. Huh? Could
you help?
Nah, not with that one.
Could you put your hands on him and, like, you know what I'm saying, show him the way?
Nah, but I mean, I think he really going through something at this moment. So,
have you seen symptoms like this before out of a person?
I'll forget out.
That's a good take. 'Cause people have said that before, and people have said before when he got with Kim Kardashian, that family, that he could be in a get out situation.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? That because think about it. I remember a while back they was having issues with him not taking his medication. You know what I'm saying? Because nobody knew Kanye was really on medication. Today was really like saying like, "Hey, Kanye ain't taking his medication like he's supposed to be taking his medication." So I always think in the back of my head, maybe he's not taking his medication and he's just doing things based off of that.
So I feel like it can be more than one thing at once, right? Like, do I think he's going through something? Yes. Can I be really specific about what he's going through? No, but I do have somebody in my life, in particular, a very close family member who I've seen have similar symptoms of narcissism. Because one thing that he is showing symptoms of, I'm not a psychiatrist, but one thing he is showing is when he says something, he's not trying to hear what anybody has to say about what he just said. When he says something, he doesn't really care what your take on it is, right? I watched an interview he did recently with Lex Friedman, I believe is his name. I think that was the most powerful interview we got from Kanye West in the last 10 years. Because Lex Friedman, unlike, Nori, or unlike, all of these other people who do interviews with rappers and stuff, he actually challenged a lot of what he said. And one thing that I got from Kanye West is when he says things, pretty much unless you're giving him a fact, he is always going to believe he's right. And even if you are presenting a fact to him, he's still going to believe that he's right. He just exemplifies that narcissism. But to the point of the media as well, because I do think he's going through something, and I do think that he's been going through something long before this. I think he's been going through something before even Kim Kardashian. Obviously, we all saw him change the moment his mother died, right?
That'll change anybody, though.
Right? But I think, if you look at how close he was with his mother compared to a lot of other people, it's one thing to be close with your mother, but it's another thing to be a mama's boy. Like, he was a mama's boy. Mama coming everywhere with me. She doing this, she doing that. So his whole life, he had somebody to ground him. And with his mother not being here anymore, he hasn't had anybody to ground him in a while. And I think a lot of the people, like he was saying in his interview, there's nobody around him that he can trust anymore, that he can trust their word anymore, because a lot of those people he's pushed away over the years. And the more he pushes more of these people away, the less he's able to be checked. And the more he's doing crazy shit. So now a lot of his longtime friends that he had many, many years ago are gone. And that's why you're seeing this happen. But I also do think that the media in particular, because here's my thing. We've seen this take on social media 30, 40 times. But this is not something that I saw on social media and came to the conclusion of. This is something that I already knew when I seen it. For him to say he did not get dropped by any labels until the DEFCON 3 statement, right? Now the DEFCON 3 thing gets said. Adidas drops him, Balenciaga drops him. Pretty much every contract he's ever had, including his Hollywood contract, including Def Jam, all of his music, like everything he gets dropped from. But when he said slavery was a choice, he wasn't dropped. When he said all of these other things that are arguably worse than what he said now, he wasn't dropped from anything. But when he said one thing about Jews, which, by the way, as somebody who's been in the military, DEFCON 3 is not what y'all think it is. He didn't say DEFCON 5. He didn't say, let's go kill all the Jews. He said, I'm going to wake up and go. And obviously, he apologized. You know what I'm saying? He whatever. But at the end of the day, come on, bro. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't add up to me. But it's very clear that we're seeing, especially, one thing, that's a clip that came up from Charlemagne about 7-8 years ago. He said this: black people don't have no infrastructure. Like, we don't have a unified movement when shit happens with us. You know what I'm saying? So when shit happens, we can't go cancel somebody and get them out the fucking industry. When Tekashi 6ix9ine was doing all that shit that he did, he was still getting hella paper in our culture all the time, every day, all day. We couldn't cancel him out of nothing. But you say something about the Jews and you just out of there? Since when could you turn a billionaire just by having a different opinion than you, a billionaire to a millionaire? They took $1.5 billion from this man and stuff that he was owed because of what he's done and the work that he's put in. It's not like they came to him like, oh, hey, what can we do for you? No, it was, what can I do for y'all from Kanye West's point. And y'all felt like y'all was going to cancel him just because he had a different opinion. And he didn't even get his opinion off is the thing. When he said the DEFCON 3 shit, it's not like he got to say everything he wanted to say. He was like, when I wake up, I'm going to address this shit. And then never got to address it. And if you actually watch the podcast, he finally gets to address it. Because I feel like a lot of what he said was taken out of context. But what I feel like it was that people were already so fed up by the shit he had been saying already that they were really looking for the perfect thing to scapegoat and really cancel him on. And when he finally said that DEFCON 3 shit, they were like, all right, get him the fuck out of here.
My thing about it is like
all the way, and this goes all the way back to the Kim Kardashian shit. I think this shit's been building up since then. I think everything he does is like, okay, at what point is he gonna fall or what point? And hey, he said the right thing this time.
I look at it like this. I'm trying to figure out why all the news outlet was picking up Kanye and just doing this. I guess because for the clicks and views and stuff. But it did, because think about it, he went on Drink Champs and everybody was like, "Oh, this shit is bad." But then it's like he went on a whole apology. He went on a super press run after that, like a super press run.
They didn't pick up his apology. They didn't pick up his other interviews of explaining everything. They didn't pick up nothing. They are only concerned with painting him as a anti-Semitic person based off of a single tweet that he made in 2-3 o'clock in the fucking morning. Like, we haven't all made bad tweets. Like, we haven't seen worse tweets by other people. Like, there's not worse people in our industry right fucking now in music, in movies, in entertainment that are not worse people already, but y'all want to take $1.5 billion from arguably the greatest artist of all fucking time.
Right.
At least top 3 when we're talking art in the form of music. So, what's really going on? Is he losing his mind? Yes. And that might be why they're trying to get him the fuck out of there. They might be like, oh, we don't know what the fuck this guy's going to do in the future. He's too uncontrollable.
So, they trying to make him a regular person again?
Well, you know, they like Jewish. Let me not even say Jewish. Because let me not even go ahead and get us canceled in this bitch. The people who own these billion-dollar companies, they want people who can be controlled easily.
Right.
They don't want people who are going to challenge their authority and fuck shit up for them and not listen to what the fuck they say. That's any company, right?
Right.
But they take it obviously to another level. That's why when people sign deals with these 360s and shit like that, that's why these people be so fed up. Why you think Big Crit and all these other people who got off their label was so fucking fed up? You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, when you sign to a Jewish company like that and your marketing and your brand and you put all that into that shit, they want to know that you are easy to control. Why you think most rappers don't bend outside of what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Look at all the mainstream rappers.
But this is my other thing, right? We got these big record labels, right? That's doing these things and blowing people up and stuff like that. But my whole thing is that we have other alternative record labels that people don't technically go to or get signed to or get this big push and stuff. But at the end of the day, it's like a badge of honor, you know, with music. If you get signed to, you know, Capitol, RCA, stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? Even though they might be mistreating you or mistreating your content and stuff, you know what I mean, and painting it in a different light, you know what I'm saying, than what you wanted it.
I have a question on some real shit. Do y'all think if, like, Kendrick Lamar is not somebody that speaks his mind a lot? He's not somebody who
I think he speaks his mind through his art, but just not directly.
He does, but like he and if you listen to a lot of his old shit, he's talked about a lot of this shit Kanye West is talking about right now.
Right.
But I just wonder if like Kendrick Lamar actually did an interview to talk about these things. I'm pretty sure most of his thoughts would be maybe not the same as Kanye West's thoughts, but similar. Not about the slavery shit. I think he's made his position clear on black people and slavery and all that shit. Because one thing about Kendrick Lamar is that he believes that everybody should have their own opinion. When you saw that Heart Part 5 video, he had OJ in it. He had Jussie Smollett in it, who had a false conviction or a conviction that he arguably lied about or whatever. What Kendrick Lamar showed is that people like Kanye West, we should still allow them to have an opinion and not be canceled for it. They should be allowed to speak their mind and not be canceled for it. And for this to be happening right now, I'm sure this has to be alarming to everybody. You know, it has to be. Because it's art really free at that point. You know what I'm saying? But it's a sad case, man. Like,
I think art is free as long as you're not talking.
But then is it really free if you can't speak the truth?
I mean, it's different ways to speak the truth.
What happened with Public Enemy back in the 80s and 90s? They was speaking the fucking truth. They was tackling real life fucking issues.
Yeah, I'm talking about in today's world. I mean, because the thing about it is, I think we've seen an uproar of black people actually talking about, you know, being Hebrew, Israelites and stuff like that. And in the past, this stuff probably was talked about.
Hell, I mean, even Public Enemy.
But wasn't on a wide span. Like, it wasn't wide enough for this to see.
It's because it's Kanye. Because none of them was as big as Kanye.
But you heard what Kanye say? Kanye say that we Hebrews and I don't got the whole thing, but
we are of Jewish blood.
He pretty much said we Hebrews and we Jewish too.
We are of Jewish blood.
You know
yes, we are. Technically, we are.
You know what I'm saying? And this what I'm saying is, why you think that message not getting out all the way? Because they just got on Kyrie Irving about that, and Kyrie Irving had to sit there and explain, you know, his thoughts on that. You know what I'm saying?
Should we talk about that? Yeah, let's.
I mean, it's a part of it.
Yeah.
Why would you not talk about it?
I really want to bring it up because I thought that was interesting too. So, like the Kyrie Irving situation, right? So he retweeted a book, and just by retweeting the book alone, by the way, this book is available publicly still right now on Amazon. You can go get this book right now. And so Kyrie Irving retweets a book, and by retweeting this book, a book that, I mean, the timing was great because of what's happening with Kanye West, but it's a book pretty much likening, if you actually look at the context of the book, it's a book likening black people to Jewish people. And the backlash is humongous. Like the owner of the team, the person who owned the team came out and condemned him. The media has pretty much gone out of their way to attack him and ask him questions at every turn about his decisions off the court and not say anything about his play on the court. And it's interesting because when he's not playing the game, he's being talked about. When he is playing the game, he can't do shit or he's going to be talked about. You know, and it's like at this point, there's a clear agenda against us even having any conversations about Jewish people. It's like they don't even want you to talk about them.
Yeah, because they
don't want to talk about the history or nothing.
But like that's the thing about it is they trying to wipe it out. Okay, this is my thing about it, right? No matter if it's wrong or right, this is my opinion of it, right? You have one group of people that's, I'm not gonna say necessarily trying to wipe away the history of what happened to them, because you know we have the Holocaust Museum in Houston, and you know it's other stuff. It's educational stuff that you can go learn about this super tragic event. You know what I'm saying? But the way they come about it and protecting it is not what black people do when it comes to slavery. You know what I'm saying? Slavery that happened, and you know what I'm saying. We went through our battles and our trying to get our freedom and stuff like that. But y'all don't have the, like you said, the infrastructure, the structure, and the people set in place to be like, hey, as soon as you say that is shut down. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Y'all
let other races say the N word. Y'all let a bunch of other stuff fly. You know what I'm saying? But we're not protected as people as how that situation is. You know what I'm saying?
And I think that just addresses the issue of ownership. Ownership in America. You know, we don't own our jobs. We don't own that, because let's look at what happened to Kanye West. We're talking about alive right now, probably second to who? I don't even know who I would call him second to in terms of art itself and music, because he can produce his own shit, do his own shit. I don't even know who to put. Maybe Drake, but
you talking about he's second to Drake?
I'm just saying, like, there's people you could put him in the category with him, but Kanye West is arguably the greatest living rapper artist. Like, not a rapper, but like in that realm of hip hop, he's arguably the best living right now. Right, you know what I'm saying? You could definitely make that debate. And for him to have had a differing opinion and lost $1.5 billion in the span of 2 days, that tells me that we don't own our income.
But see, this is the thing about why Sway got on him about what he about the ownership thing.
No, he said Sway was right. You know, he came out and said
he came out there. Okay, this is one thing about
he said Sway was right,
but this one, this is what I'm coming.
It was too late.
He's saying Sway is right, but the thing about it is, during the time when he's saying Sway, you don't got the answers, that he was probably trying to hit these hurdles, find these answers, and people not letting him in the door. Can you imagine you trying to be like, hey, I got this whole clothing line, I'm trying to get out there, and then you got the people that got the keys and they like, no, we not giving you the key. You You know what I'm saying? And then you start doing shoes. You want to do shoes, and you got all these blueprints to do the shoes. But the people that got the keys not trying to give you the keys. But instead, they all like, "Hey, Kanye, we not gonna give you the keys. Hey, let's go just give you. Hey, just come do a partnership with me, and you don't gotta worry about all that. Hey, come do this with me, and you gotta worry about all that." And then when Kanye do it, it became a big success. You know what I'm saying? And he made their company. He damn near 50% of their company, and then they like, "How I look."
Yeah.
Then you got to go back and be like, "Damn, Sway, you was right, because I ain't nothing but an employee.
You a slave.
Getting
You a
paid-
wage slave,
getting
just like
paid-
everybody else. He is no different than us.
I feel like everybody will go to work some type of way. You in slavery some type of
Yeah,
way.
it's you a wage slave in some way, shape, or form. Now it would be different. Look, listen. Trump can say whatever the fuck he want to say. Because guess what? Who gonna take his money? He own that shit. He own that shit. That's a fucking difference. We need to own our wealth. We need to own our blocks. Black people are only focused with appeasing each other by our appearances and all this other shit, that we're not actually focused on the shit that really matter. We don't want to unify and start buying these blocks. Because see, Jewish people not going out in the streets and killing each other, bro. They trying to focus on shit that matter, bro. And you can't blame you. We can't keep blaming the shit that happened in the past, bro, because they done been through shit too.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. If we dealing with two groups of people, right, that had something super, super traumatic happen in the world.
Two different decisions was made after.
You know what I'm saying? And you got one group of people it's like on the holy front. Because, like, I don't know if y'all went to the Holocaust Museum, but when you go to the Holocaust Museum, they make that shit seem like it's so traumatic that you'll feel like they extinct. Like
no more Jewish people alive.
Like that they really don't exist, because when you watch that movie at the end and stuff, you'll see people like, you'll see like the surviving ones that came to like America stuff. They got like short films on them. You know what I'm saying? So you'll feel like it's like little to none on some shit. You know what I'm saying?
Not the case.
But when it comes to like the Black Holocaust stuff, I mean, I don't know if y'all. I don't think the school really brought us there. But even in our books, we the last of the books. You know what I'm saying? It get touched on, but they don't enforce it.
They not trying to teach about what the fuck happened during slavery, bro. They not really trying to go into that shit. Because I'm gonna be honest with you, the Holocaust being put in a gas chamber and being put to death, that's terrible, and nobody should ever have to go through that, and nobody's family should have to go through that. But it's different when your mind, body, and soul over the span of 40, 50, 60 years is literally broken down and passed on from one generation to another of bondage. That's a whole nother level of entanglement and a whole nother level of grief that we're struggling with, I feel like. And I'm not trying to compare our pain or suffering. I'm just thinking everlasting suffering is different than momentary quick suffering. You know what I'm saying? Or momentary, this and that and the other. And again, both went through traumatic things, and I don't think one is necessarily just worse than the other. I mean, they're both bad. They're terrible. They're the worst things that can happen. But I do think that because of how things happen to black people, I can kind of understand it. But at the end of the day, we got to stop making excuses, bro. Because at some point, they're not going to make excuses for us, and us making excuses is not going to help us overcome this shit.
That's the other thing with it, too, that there's no excuses. Like everybody says, the American dream, you got to find these loopholes, these tricks, and build a real inventory around this stuff to retain your wealth and keep the wealth. Because the thing about it is, right now, we the consumers. Anything new come out, we got it. Bass Pro Shop, Jordans, Nike, anything that's fashionable, we got it. We run it. You know what I'm saying? And we don't even run it. We spend it. We buy from them and spend the money. The stuff don't cost about $2-3 to make. We spend the wealth. You know what I'm saying? We go buy the cars. We got to do all this. It be gone. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying you should not have none of these things in your life, but I'm saying as a community, we give more to the others than our own.
Oh, yeah, for sure. And I think that's what this is really opening up. The Kanye West shit just opened up a deeper conversation about the black community, honestly, and about what we need to do, because at any point in time, they can get any of us the fuck up out of here. They can fire you. They can get you the fuck and fuck your money up.
No, for sure. My hopes was when Black Panther 1 came out, right? My hopes was that it was going to put a spark in the black community mind, at least in America. I can't speak for like outside.
Well, let me just say, I think one reason why the black community is, one thing is that like the black community has itself to blame, but at the same time, you got to understand that it would work against the advantage of the people at the top for us to come together at the bottom. When you come together at the bottom, You know what I'm saying? Like, look at how much that the Jewish culture or the Jewish pockets are profiting off of us talking about death, us talking about drugs, us talking about this, us talking about that. That's money in their pockets. These rappers really just making money off the tours. They not really making all the money that they should be fucking making.
Yeah, depending on how they contracts set up. Most
of their contracts is fucked.
Just get tour money. That's what the real. That's what the real.
You know what I'm saying? While the rest of these labels is getting and
you gotta look at
millions.
Tour money like a job. You going to state. There ain't no stopping.
You a wage slave just
but,
like us.
Real quick, let's take a commercial break.
What's up? This is your boy 5'2" from the Crack in the 80s podcast, and you're now listening to Braggadocious with Boomy Trail Figure. Cheer! Crack!
What's up? It's your boy Nino. I just dropped my single Bloodline, and now you're listening to Braggadocious Podcast. Braggadocious.
What's your thoughts, OG Ronnie Lee? You over there mighty quiet.
That nigga Jawan.
I'm just over here thinking like, I feel like all the big black people, everybody need to get together and build something. You know what I'm saying? And own everything. You know,
I heard Tyler Perry and Oprah be hanging out and stuff, and they be doing like extravagant stuff together. But I'm not sure if it's all just helping the community.
We need Black Wall Street again.
Yeah.
Last time they burnt it down, let's do it one more time.
But yeah, that was my last thought on the Wakanda stuff. I thought the Wakanda movie, Black Panther one, will spark a lot of stuff, in the black people mind, not black people mind in America, that, hey, we should have a fortress. We should have something big enough where it protect all of us. And, we just grow and prosper from, you know what I'm saying?
I do think we are progressing, because you're seeing more and more black people making good money and getting in good positions and finding little small niches and stuff. I do think a lot of time they don't want to put other niggas on the play or put other people on the play, so it kind of fucks us over sometimes. But at least it's progress. But I think it's gonna take time. It's gonna take time. Clearly, I mean, this is not an overnight process, and clearly a lot of shit needs to happen before we can come together fully. But I do think with this internet stuff, there's been a lot of progress. So,
yeah.
How much y'all think NBA YoungBoy signed for on that deal?
You said $90 million.
I think he signed by $90 million, but it's really speculation right now. They really don't know how much he signed. What's crazy is Kodak Black signed $30 million recently. You want to talk about rappers getting a bag now? LL Cool J on the couch looking like, damn, where the fuck my bag at? You know what I'm saying? Like, but I feel like when you get a lot of money, bro, like.
But they ain't have inflation back then when LL Cool J was.
I feel like when you get a big bag like that, you really shouldn't get a house no different than what the fuck we would get. You know what I'm saying? Because if you really think about it, you really don't know if you ever gonna see a bag like that again. You might really just get that one bag. So really, I really feel like rappers need to start, when they get in the game, they need to immediately just either start investing their stuff in other shit that's gonna make money consistently, or downsizing your whole living plan in your mind and just realizing like, okay, like this shit is temporary. Because how many athletes, how many rappers, how many this, how many that we see get all this motherfucking money and go broke? Like, it just happens too fucking often. It's kind of sad when you think about it. But I don't want NBA YoungBoy to end up like that.
NBA YoungBoy.
I think he got money for days.
He got a family now. I'm proud of him. Doing good out here.
Diddy wildin' too? They talking about he got in an altercation.
Yeah, Ronnie said that Diddy want to be the Joker.
I mean, didn't Diddy actually dress up as the Joker for Halloween? Actually?
Yeah, but he the perfect fit though, man. The man is crazy in real life.
I'm just trying to figure out, like, how the fuck they ain't got Diddy the fuck up out of there yet. Like, I guess he on good terms with the Jewish folk, I guess.
Yeah.
Like, he know who to choose his pick and fight. He choose his fights with. He know to fight the black folk. Like, you know what I'm saying? People that's on your level. Don't go for them people above you. You know what I'm saying? I guess, shit. Y'all heard that new Ice Spice song? I haven't.
Yeah, Bikini Bottom.
Well, I heard like 20 seconds of it. And I cut that shit the
It
fuck
sounds like a
off.
cartoon. I'm like, oh wow.
Dog, what are we doing here, man? Like, what's up with the culture, bro? I feel like we're getting a lot of good music from people that's been out, but I feel like in terms of like newer people coming in the game, I feel like we haven't gotten any good new artists. I feel like for years it was like every year I would hear somebody that I hadn't heard before that I really liked, but I feel like this year we haven't really had that. Like, it ain't no good new blood coming in no more. You know what I'm saying?
No, besides that Steve Lacy shit, I didn't know he was with the internet. So
Steve, that's what I'm saying. I've been on Steve Lacy for a while. Just okay, so
unconsciously,
yeah, because I've been a big fan of the internet for a long time, way when they was with Odd Future. So shout out to the internet. But Steve Lacy, he was always featuring on shit, but I would never really know who he was. You know what I'm saying? And then this new blow up because of TikTok. You know what I'm saying? But
TikTok a motherfucker, boy.
TikTok will help you blow the fuck up, but then it's like, now all your blow ups got to be TikTok now. Like, now all your songs after that have to be TikTok songs because nobody's going to listen to your album. You know what I'm saying? Steve Lacy had a concert recently.
Oh, they didn't know the lyrics.
They did not know. He put the mic. He was like, okay, what's the second verse? And nobody said shit. Nobody knew the verse. They knew nothing. And he just sitting there awkwardly. That's got to be awkward, bro. Especially when your song is #1 top charting and they can't sing the second verse. Because they don't know it other than anything than TikTok. Social media is really changing the game, bro. This shit is toxic, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could really make a bag off this shit, but you got to know if you actually got talent or not. Did you make a bag because you could actually rap or you could actually do music, or did you make a bag because you blew up off a gimmick off some TikTok shit? You know what I'm saying?
Don't let me get a TikTok blow up, boy. We out the ghetto. I'm bringing hits on hits, boy. I'm trying to tell you. Man. Me and Juwan almost had a TikTok blow up. We didn't keep paying for that promotion. But we got up there though. We paid one time. That shit shot, and that shit still shooting. That same song and just rotating. Niggas love that shit.
It's just, you know, that's the era.
That's that ass on the internet and post that shit.
You gotta just. This shit is a game now, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying?
No, it's all a video game. Bro, I'm telling you this. This is how I knew social media was a video game. You got to have so many followers and so many posts to get paid. Same thing with YouTube. It's a video game. You get to a certain level to unlock the cash. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, this is so crazy. My old Facebook, I had almost 30 million views in a couple hours. And a couple more days after that, I reached out to Facebook, asked where my money at, and they took my shit.
Damn. Ran off with your shit.
Yeah.
Oh, why we talking about social media? I mean, not bad. You know, they did rock with the bag, but that was some whole shit. You must have had a glitch. They must thought you was glitching. But man, Elon Musk ass. They didn't force that boy to buy Twitter, man. Hey, this the difference between pump faking and then you can't fake it no more, so they gonna make you get it. Man, Twitter had to sue him so he can go buy Twitter. That shit crazy. What? And then he fired half the execs. But I ain't gonna lie, I'd do that shit too. If I was just pump faking and I really didn't want y'all, cause I seen the real shit, I got the inside, I saw the real, and then y'all sue me to go, I have to go buy y'all now, and the court make me go do this shit. You know what? Guess what? All y'all getting fired. They say he fired half. I'll fire everybody in them motherfuckers.
I feel like Elon Musk, I mean.
Because I ain't gonna lie, I keep everybody employed that's like 19 and up. That's it. I mean, not 19 and up, but if you was over a certain age bracket, you just know you was getting cut. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I'm keeping all the youngins. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know, man. I feel like we gotta wait to see what's gonna happen with that Twitter shit. Because I feel like ain't shit gonna change, really. I'm gonna be honest with you. I feel like Elon Musk, everything he's saying he just doing it for attention. Like, I feel like he low-key just like the rest of them.
No, he is.
I feel like he really just be doing this social media shit for branding. That's literally it. And I feel like he's in the league with some hedge funds as well, so that when he says certain shit and promotes certain shit, these hedge funds be boosting shit, want the womp, and in the moment want the womp, then they out of it. Like, I'm pretty sure it's some other shady shit going on with that, but I'm not going to say too much that I don't know about, but I do know, what I do believe for sure is that he is not who he say he is. Like, he not, but he is very intelligent. He know what the fuck he doing.
No, not bullshit. I mean, okay, I think the reason they was able to do this because you know, Elon Musk has been pump faking for a while. He pumped Doge. He did a lot of bullshit with Doge and got a lot of his friends out of Doge. So, I mean, they might well call him Captain Save of Crypto in that joint. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause he did a lot of bullshit. But, hey, man, it comes with the game, I guess. You know what I mean? When you got the crown, I guess it get heavy for some time. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, shit, I guess. Happy birthday to Jay. I think he's 32 today.
Yeah, he 32. Shout out to G, man. Came to TSU that one time. Should have signed somebody. You know who got a good album? Duke Deuce. Memphis Massacre. That been good. Freddie Gibbs. The Deluxe, My Soul Separately. Beautiful. Jeezy, I was surprised. Jeezy still got it. That album is on fire.
I haven't heard Jeezy in years.
I know you love Jeezy over there. Man, you was the white Air Force One man.
I'm straight Gucci, man.
You a traitor.
Yeah,
get
Gucci,
out
man.
Get out my house, man.
Yeah, man. But I just don't like the way Jeezy did my boy Gucci, man, back then, bro.
With the OG Pookie Loke stuff, man.
Yeah, he telling people to take his chain,
they said Jeezy trying to get him killed.
Yeah.
So, man, I don't know, but I ain't gonna lie. I do like the Jeezy album because it showed the growth. He growing up. He got a whole song called Street Cred, to my how street cred don't mean shit. And a lot of stuff that us as, you know, like we was already talking about the black topic, but us, the people that being from the streets and all that stuff, we hold all this bullshit up to value, but it don't get you nowhere. You can't buy the house of street cred, can't get a car of street cred. I can't get no shoes of street cred. The only thing you can just get with street cred is probably some drugs.
How long do y'all think it takes to get uncanceled?
Uncanceled?
Because, I mean, Travis Scott got canceled, right?
Yeah. But he didn't get canceled like... He got canceled off like people down in his concert. I don't think that was that bad.
You don't think that was that bad? He was literally getting dropped from fucking brands.
No. This is what I'm saying. Let me reverse let me rephrase that. I'm not saying that it was that bad, but I'm saying that the way he got canceled was an act that he couldn't really control. If you just imagine, you have a concert for you.
I see what you're saying, but I think that's the main reason he getting canceled, because he could control it, because he was literally watching the shit happen and did not call the concert off. That's why the lawsuits are still in court right now. He only settled one lawsuit. He still got all them other lawsuits in court. I'm gonna tell you what's happening right now, and the reason why I bring that up is because I think we're quick to forget. See, we're already forgetting information that happened. See, you already don't even remember 100% of what happened because it's been so long. That's why I wanted to ask the question of how long does it take to get uncanceled? Because I really feel like after about a year, niggas done already forgot what happened. Honestly. Because we don't, I guarantee if I ask one of y'all to recount the entire event of what happened that night, y'all probably gonna miss hella details. We all are.
Yeah, everyone gonna have their own version.
But one thing for sure is that he was for sure watching people die and didn't call the shit off. That's undeniable. There's literally video footage of him watching the shit happen.
This is my thing about it. If somebody told him and they was like, people
a dude got on the show. See, this how, again, we don't remember. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
A dude hopped on the stage and said, "Stop. Somebody is down there dying."
Yeah.
And they got that goofy ass motherfucker off the stage.
Wasn't Drake there too?
Yes.
A lot
they came and performed.
And then they also get canceled then, goddamn.
I don't necessarily think Drake don't have nothing to do with it, but what I'm saying is Travis Scott absolutely watched the shit happen. And then when the ambulance was coming through the motherfucker, he still didn't call the shit off. Like,
man, I forgot how many people died there, but
a lot.
They showed one when he told the people in the crowd to get this man, to get one of them. I forgot what the dude did, but oh man,
we're canceling Kanye West for some shit that's really not even half as bad as what the fuck happened with Travis Scott. That's why I'm laughing, because Travis Scott didn't really lose that much money.
I think it's how we all look at it. You know what I'm saying? Because like Travis Scott is at a concert, and just forget if he can control it or not. People, he let a lot of people. He let
10 people die.
He let his fans die because he let people die. Because I think a pregnant lady lost her baby and shit like that.
10 people, 10 deaths.
You know what I'm saying?
10. Kanye West ain't killed nobody, by the way. 10 deaths.
But he physically didn't kill nobody. They just died in the crowd.
You damn near put a gun to their head and pulled the trigger if you are literally watching people say, "Hey, there are people back here getting crushed."
So why we ain't put him in jail? We should have put that nigga in jail then.
Well, the thing, that was a big argument. And at the time when this shit happened, that was coming up. They were asking, why is this nigga not in jail?
I feel like if he knew is that much neglect going on, he should go to jail.
Listen, I'll put it like this. I'm gonna put it like this. My question is, why did he not get canceled by all these brands the same way that they canceled Kanye West? Because he got canceled by a few, but he didn't get nearly what the fuck Kanye West got. And Kanye West only said some words.
But he didn't really get canceled. I mean, they didn't really cancel him.
They canceled the fuck out of it. It was people that was going to do out. He had a whole collab album or tape coming out with one of these rappers, and they canceled it. And we still ain't heard that bitch.
Bro, Nike supposed to had canceled him. They put his shit on pause, and now he got new shoes coming out. So it must not have been that bad. Nike still kept his ass around.
All I'm saying is, you couldn't touch this nigga with a 30-foot pole when the shit happened. Even Drake went on his shit talking about I'm so sorry, I'm going to distance myself from the whole situation and distance myself from Travis Scott and all this shit. Everybody left Travis Scott alone.
The show is right. You ain't seen Drake and Travis Scott again.
Bro,
damn.
every single person in the fucking industry for like 8 fucking months did not fuck with this nigga Travis Scott, and this nigga vanished from the face of the earth. The only person to fuck with Travis Scott at that time was Kanye West. And that's because Kanye West helped him out with the daughter shit, with getting into the birthday with the Kim Kardashian shit. That's the only person. That was the first time I seen Travis Scott since the shit happened.
Yeah.
You leave me like that, OG running.
So this is what I'm trying to explain. This is what I'm trying to say.
I remember
like this is what I'm trying to say. Like, what's worth canceling somebody over and what's not?
I think it depends on what the situation is.
I don't think it depends on. I think it depends on what the people up above us think the situation is, not what we think it is. They don't give a fuck what we think.
That's how much power they got.
It's about what they think.
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to get us to understand.
Yeah.
Because to us, Travis Scott should have, like when I'm sitting here comparing these situations right now, it should be a no fucking brainer. Travis Scott should be permanently fucking canceled if we're comparing it to Kanye West, but he ain't lose no 1.5 billion. Travis Scott ain't even lose half his money. He lost maybe a quarter. This dude, Kanye West, has lost 70 to 80% of what the fuck he was worth.
You right. Because after all this shit happened, Travis Scott did buy a car, like a new car or some shit.
He's fine. He's about to drop a new album. He got new house, new shit, all that shit. He's straight.
He been doing all that? He got a new house and shit? Okay.
Kanye West, though, they got him the fuck out of there, bro. I'm telling you, it's deeper shit to this, man.
Man, they kicked that man out of, what's the name of that bank? Chase.
Kanye?
Yeah. He can't be a part of Chase no more.
Like, what the fuck?
Out the bank? That's real?
Yes.
How did they do that?
Man, he went in.
What you mean, how?
What he said.
What you mean, how? They are allowed to say you can't use our facilities.
Can you imagine you look at your app and it's like, your shit don't work? Like, the nigga what?
Yeah, he had to go to the bank and they kick him out the bank. Basically, I guess they gonna mail him a check, or I don't know how they gonna work, but
bro,
he probably had to go find another bank and transfer his money.
Bro, what the fuck are we witnessing?
Yeah.
This shit don't make no fucking sense, man. So, I think a good person to compare him to, Kanye West, is Tekashi 6ix9ine.
Nah.
Not as far as a rat. Listen to what I'm saying. But as far as like the fact that he really canceled. Like, but you want me to tell you the difference? It's two different types of canceling I'm learning. You got the people canceling, and you got the corporations canceling.
That's why they're trying to drag Cardi B in the shit, because they said she should be canceled because she
was talking about drugging niggas and raping niggas and all type of shit. Where the fuck her canceling at? She got Disney contracts and shit.
Yeah, they said she got whole deals going on. So,
but that's what I'm saying.
Should that be addressed?
It's two different types of canceling that we don't talk about. You got social media canceling and you got corporation canceling.
She ain't say nothing about the folks yet.
She didn't say nothing about them white folk up there paying her. That's paying her.
But honestly, like, would you say anything about it if they run it? If they the whole industry? Well, you come to the industry and they the industry. Would you say anything anyway?
Okay, but here's the question. These are the same people who also are enforcing these other things, and that's kind of keeping us oppressed at the same time. What Kendrick Lamar say, goddamn 7-8 years ago on motherfucking Lucy, talking about selling your soul to the devil? You want to know who he talking about when he talking about the devil? You want to know who he talking about when he talking about the Illuminati? Y'all want to know what these people are talking about when they're saying this shit? Because we're trying to beat around the bush on this shit, and we're trying to act like this shit don't exist.
Tell me.
But we know that these are the people they talking about. They're talking about these people that write their checks. Yeah, they are the devil. They are the personification of selling your soul.
And let's clarify: we're not talking about Jewish people. We're not talking about any particular race of people. The thoughts and reflections of this podcast is not to be reflected into real life or anything
Listen,
we are trained professionals, and we do not have your safety.
We are not throwing
in
knives on
mind
this bitch. Listen.
at all. But what I'm saying is that okay, there's people that run these corporations and stuff, and at the end they don't care about it's work. They don't care about the well being of an employee. Period. At the end of the day, you don't work for Chase, you don't work for Capital, none of these record labels. You're technically an employee. They don't care about you. They care about them dollars and analytics. That's all it's about at the end of the day. And if they feel like whatever race and color they is at the top, if they feel like the things you're saying and applying out here into the world that they don't like it and they don't want to be in line with you, do they not have the right to be like, I don't want to be associated with this person?
Here's the problem with that. Where does their money come from?
Consumers, exactly.
No. But who is the middle ground?
If you want to break it in demographics,
if you don't exist, they make money off your branding. They're making money off of you and what you provide. The only thing that they do is put you in contact with other people and say, hey, I have this guy. You already know. It's literally a network. See, this is what's going on with the music industry right now. And this is why I'm glad we exist in an era where people are starting to go independent. And this is why I'm glad I live in the social media generation. Before the social media generation, you could not get into the music industry because it was a network. So in order for you to even get any of your shit promoted at all, you had to sign to one of these record labels. You had to. There was no other way around it. And guess what these contracts got? A bunch of bullshit. And so you're talking about how they don't care about you. It goes deeper than that. They not only just don't give a fuck about you, they are also actively taking advantage of you.
Yeah, they're showing you who really run the show. You know what I'm saying? Like who have power.
I believe Kendrick Lamar left TDE, and I believe that a big part of why Kendrick Lamar has been kind of the way that he's been his whole career, because being signed to TDE and TDE being signed to a record label that kind of limited his creativity. And I think that's why he got out and did PG Lane, because he owns himself. He is not signed to anybody. Nobody's publishing his shit. Nobody's distributing his shit.
Okay, so why do these black record labels get behind bigger record labels? Because this is what I never understood about record labels, right?
Money.
You sign to a record label, right? Like I'm signed, like I say, I go sign to Quality Control, right? And then they could be signed to like Motown. You know what I'm saying? Like why? Okay, if you're a black record label, why would you buy yourself into something that you already are?
I think what it is like, especially in like Quality Control's case, I think what it ultimately ends up being is that it's one of two things. Either P, because what I think about all of these rappers, and this is why I actually believe it's more than anything now, most rappers are okay with the situation. Migos, Thug, Future.
What situation?
With Jews running the game. They're okay with it. Because if they weren't okay with it,
I don't think they put real thought into it. I feel like
because they're getting paid.
But exactly,
They don't care.
But I feel like you're dealing with people that come from the streets. Like OG running league here, right? You did your thing out here in these streets, right? Would you really care if somebody be like, you know what, OG running league, I'll give you $10,000 a month.
But that's why I'm answering.
Do your thing. You know what I'm saying?
You answered your own question.
Would you really start caring?
Man, I don't know, bro. To be honest, like I don't like the way they move, because it's like they basically telling us to shut up and we can't speak our own mind.
But this is what I'm saying. If you knew all that, right?
Yeah.
Let's say you knew all that, right? And you get this 10 man's work, and you get this 10 man's a month or whatever, and this what you living off of, would you say anything? Would you be like, you know what, I got to step away from this because I don't like the way y'all moving?
Yeah.
Okay. I know it's a lot of people that wouldn't. But I'm going to tell you right now.
I feel like that's why Young Thug and all them in this situation, because they was not thinking, and they was just, you know what I mean? I don't know that situation, but I'm just saying.
As far as this shit
going on,
like what you were saying about why these black record labels buy into bigger record labels is money.
Yeah.
I understand it's the money aspect.
Hey, we will pay you 100. We will. What you mean? If you're Quality Control and you sit in the office with Aftermath, or you sit in the office with Universal, and they say, okay, we will give you $400 million today to your pockets right now. All you got to do is manage so-and-so artists, this and that, and the other one, and produce this over the course of 10, 15, 20 years.
And then they ain't not a record label no more. They're a management company.
Okay, but on the outside, that's not how they're going to see it. Because you are technically a record label. They signed to you. They're not signed. Technically, they are signed to Universal, but the Universal is a management company. They're managing Quality Control, which is still a record label.
Understood.
So at the end of the day, P is making the business decision to, okay, I want to be able to pay for my guys to have jury so they can flex, so they can this and that on social media, so they can this, and that. And that all the way extends all the way down to a black people problem, because we don't respect other people in the game unless they got flashy shit and jury and this and that. That's why I respect your J. Cole's and your Kendrick Lamar's, because they are going against the grain on this shit. And that's why I respect Kendrick Lamar, because he could have stayed with TDE. He could have stayed with TDE and ran it up for another 10 years and honestly took over the game. Kendrick Lamar could have had a much different career than what he had. But he understands what the fuck the game is. He do. And I can't wait to see what he puts out with PG Lang, because I think the shit he puts out with PG Lang is going to ruffle feathers. I think he's actually going to get conversation started, and I actually think we're not going to necessarily like a lot of what he says, because the Heart Part 5, the video alone already shows you that he's getting behind people that we don't all necessarily agree with already.
All right.
So I'm looking forward to it. But yeah, I just, Jewish people own everything, but I love them. You know what I'm saying? I'm Jew too. You know what I'm saying? Shout out Kanye.
Yeah. Any thoughts? Any last remarks? OG Running Lane?
Nah, man. So I just hope everything get better, though, man. One day, black people will be running the world real. Like, it's gonna happen soon.
I think we already run the culture. You know what I'm saying? By the way, shout out to Taylor Swift. I don't know how the fuck she sold 1.52 million in a single fuck. Like, what the fuck?
It's Taylor Swift.
But I understand that. But it's like, when I think about when you think about the culture of the world, when you think about the culture, you don't think about anybody but, like, you know what I'm saying? Rap. Us black people have been running the culture globally for a while.
Yeah.
So when Taylor Swift come out of nowhere and sell 1.5 to 2 million, I'm gonna give her fucking props.
But she deserved it though, because she got fucked over by her manager or whatever. Like, he, like, for some unknown reason. I mean, I know it's a known reason, but he owns all her shit. You know what I'm saying? So, like, for her to get her shit back, she had to, like, re-record all her shit. So I think, like, all the stuff you hear on streaming and stuff is like it sounds slightly different because it was all re-recording and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I ain't gonna lie. Taylor Swift, man, they used to be my boo thing, man. I used to have feelings for her, man.
You for real?
Yeah, man.
Wow, OG Running Lean? Not Taylor Swift.
Taylor Swift, man. She was the one back then.
Oh, no.
I ain't gonna lie. When I discovered Taylor Swift, I was already on Adele. So, like, Adele was blowing her shit out the water, in my opinion. Like, when nigga just musically, like killing her shit. But I respect the fuck out. I don't really listen to Taylor Swift, so I can't really whatever. But, you know.
Man, we got some honorable mentions before y'all get out. I mean, before we take our leave. The 94-year-old man, the world dirtiest man, Mr. Dirty, he has passed away at 94.
And peep this, he died right after he bathed. Let me tell you something about how the human body works and how organisms work, right? Nah, real shit, right? So, based off who we are now as people, we need to bathe.
Right.
Okay. I do think, like, our bodies and us as human beings, like many other animals, we were not originally supposed to be bathing like that every fucking day. Like, I don't think we were supposed to be bathing every day, because when you really look into this shit, the stuff that you build up over your skin actually protects you.
Right.
You know, it actually protects you. And a lot of the stuff, getting a lot of these different viruses and you know, potential flus and stuff,
diseases and all that,
actually makes you stronger because it's building up your immune system. So I feel like his immune system was just a fucking goat. And I feel like that layer, he hadn't bathed in 60 years. 60 years. So that's got to tell you something. For him to have lived to 94 with no issues, eating, drinking water, just like normal folk. You know what I'm saying? So that's got to speak for something. For all these advocates of, you need to this and this and this or you're going to fucking die. And like, all right, bro. Like,
man, it was actually a man they had on the news, I think it was like 60 Minutes or something, that he was taking the same, like, method. And he had, like, this, I think it's a scientist or whatever, but he was saying that humans are taking too many baths or something like that. And he was saying like he had to spray or whatever that you could spray and be clean or whatever or some stuff. It wasn't taking like a spray. It was a spray, but it was like it wasn't really like soap and water. It was like what you call like organisms or whatever and stuff to protect your body and stuff. But it keep you clean at the same time on some weird stuff. It's like being dirty without being dirty type shit. Mm-hmm. But I believe what Jordan said that your body
putting that soap on our body. I think the soap we use is a big part. Like this. Putting that soap and scrubbing our skin with that shit every day, I do think it might be working against us a little bit.
Yes, man.
I got to do my research, but
it's man-made. I feel like anything man-made that we manufacturing so fast is not good. They tell you that with fast food, don't eat so much fast food because it's so fast that you eating the shit. It's not processing right through your body. You know what I'm saying? And like I believe with the like caveman status type shit. As human beings, we don't eat shit that's freshly dead. Like, we'll eat shit that it was once alive, like 2-3 minutes ago, and we killed his ass and we ate his ass. You know what I'm saying? We don't do that shit no more. We eating shit that's been dead for like weeks and months. You know what I'm saying? We don't know how long this shit been in the store. It might say this expiration date on it, but you don't know when they killed it and it got to you. You know what I'm saying?
I think that's a big reason why we don't produce as much testosterone as people used to produce back then. And I also think that's why we're not as strong as human beings used to be back then for that particular reason right there.
Yeah. Yeah, we not athletic. You got to think about it. You know what I'm saying?
You still got your freaks of nature, but it ain't like I feel like niggas back then that was freaks of nature would blow these niggas out the fuck. Like we see our LeBrons and our shit like that, and I'm not gonna say these aren't generational talented people, but I'm talking like in the era where they were doing what we're talking about, where they were killing the animal, cooking them right then and there, and eating them right then and there. They were built different.
But you got to think about it, that's a sport. You doing this every day to eat. This match, you want a snack. That thing running, you like, damn, I gotta go chase that chicken. And chicken's hard to catch, and that's a chicken. So imagine you out here trying to chase a fucking lion. I ain't gonna say a lion,
but the Native Americans had that shit down to a science, bro. They ain't doing that shit all day. Hey man, we need about an hour.
Yeah, but at the same time, they had a team of people. Like the men would get together. And that's your game time. You want to be GTA? GTA out there in the wild.
That's how they do it. I mean, it ain't no. First of all, it ain't no one person by themselves just out here doing all this shit and just living in the wild and just like on some isekai anime type shit. Like obviously they living in civilization, so it's gonna be a bunch of men that's gonna go at the same time. That's gonna go hunt these deer down and all this shit at the same time. That's gonna, you know what I'm saying? So that's why I feel like again, like we're living in the era of social media. We behind the phone 10 hours a day. We this, we that. We ain't out here hunting. We ain't out here this. We ain't out here that. And I do think it's something to say about that shit because, like, that's why I think fitness is more important than ever in our communities now to actually be into some form of fitness. Like we make fun of it because of the social media shit. And I do think if you're doing it for social media, you're doing it for the wrong fucking reason. If you're doing it to be healthy and you're doing it to be on top of your shit, that's what the fuck you need to be doing it for.
I ain't gonna lie. If you doing it for social media just to flex and stuff,
you're gonna fall off.
I mean, you're gonna fall off, but I hope it gives you the mindset to keep doing it even when the camera's not on. You know what I'm saying? Because the thing I kind of hate, I don't even tell people this shit, but I got a certain group of friends like to say, we about to go work out, and then I be halfway recording and halfway working out. I be like, bruh, y'all tripping. You know what I'm saying? I don't mind doing production work, but I need the moolah, baby. We don't do this for free. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like working out and everything is a critical in today's world and in life. People not living life no more. You got to remember when we was kids. When we was kids, we was damn near like cavemen because we barely had phones. At least in my generation, we barely had phones. Like I didn't get a Boost Mobile till I was like fucking in middle school and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So like as kids, we was running around bikes, walking down the street. We walking miles and miles and miles. I got a little cousin now. I said, bro, you can walk to work. Your house ain't number right here. My house right here. Your job down the street. He said, that's too far. I said, you smoking dope. Ain't no way. I used to walk from Yellowstone to 3rd Ward every day like it was nothing. When I had that bus money, we was walking home.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like crazy. And even to go hang with your friends, sometimes you have to go walk to different hoods just to, you know what I'm saying, to get there. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't always the bus and everything. The bus would lead you.
So I used to walk from the Brits to all the way to Queens Flea Market. Bro, that's like, what, how many miles? Like, maybe 3-4 miles, maybe?
Yeah, so you was fit as hell. You walk from there to there.
Yeah.
But a lot of people think that's a far walk. But actually, it's not.
I came up from the area where we was outside all day. On bikes. Going way all through, like, all over the place. Like,
I'm from the area. My mama lock you outside. You go outside, you got two choices. You gonna stay inside or outside. That's it. Ain't no, like, once you get locked out, you out there for hours.
I came from the area where we outside and it's like, I might not even come back that night. Like I might be at a friend's house and come back the next day type shit. Like I just come from that era, bro. Like I was just outside.
Like give me your
bro.
experience, OG Ronnie Lee, of just being outside.
Well, around that time, being outside, man, just like what bro said, mama gonna lock the door on you because you letting the air out the house. So shit, we had to stay outside. It been a couple times when Astorworld was out here, bro. We used to go to Astorworld and walk all the way back home from Astorworld. Nah.
Okay, I thought you needed to take that.
No, fake call
Oh, okay.
from Puerto Rico or something.
Nah, we was really outside. It wasn't the era of cell phones, bro. So it's like kind of like you wanted to be outside anyways.
But you know what the beautiful thing about it is, because he watched a lot of anime. I was semi like that back in the day. And as you watch these cartoons and you had these future like dreams in your head to be like, man, I wish this exists and that exists because you watch like anime and you seen this shit happen. Yeah. It's crazy that how we at this level now, like it's a whole computer in my hand. And he was like, I'm really surfing the web. I remember when the phones were just either you call, hang up, and then when they finally did get internet, it was like so bullshit. It was like I don't know what the fuck it was. It was like some weird shit. It was just like like you couldn't even browse shit really. It was just
it's definitely
it was a search
funny.
engine.
It's definitely funny because it's like certain anime too that was like futuristic anime that I used to like paint what shit was gonna be like.
And
like, you know what I'm saying?
And for this shit to be here,
and
it's
then
crazy.
For us to come to the point where it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like it's definitely crazy. But you know, we don't think about the whole spectrum of it. You know what I'm saying? Like we think about certain aspects. You know, certain things like that. But even with the anime shit, like, you know what I'm saying? It's funny to see how far all these things have come along since those days in the 90s. You know what I'm saying? Like, how much different the world is as a whole. Like, you know what I'm saying? The era of Snoop Dogg and Tupac and them coming to this era of Drake, Future, Thug. You know what I'm saying? Like, shit just hella different, bro.
Just how information travels so fast is crazy.
Something happened in the whole world know within fucking seconds.
It's a good thing and a bad thing at the same time, but it's just like, it's so much information out there that's like, damn.
Yeah, that's a lot to deal with.
But what I do like about it too, this might sound like semi bad or just off. I got cousins in the country, and like they used to have to visualize this shit on like what it looked like.
Now he could just go right on the internet and look at it.
Yeah, they go on the internet and look at it and see like what the fuck you talking about. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like he got the good side and got the bad sides of the shit, but it all works out. So any last things, guys? Any more topics?
Man, free Kanye West, man. You know what I'm saying? If y'all ain't cancel that nigga Travis Scott.
It's Kanye versus Kanye right now.
Free Kanye, man.
Trav, but you did a good we call it rebound.
Azalea Banks ain't canceled yet, and we canceling Kanye.
Bro, matter of fact, before we do go, have y'all seen what's that chick name? Lizzo. You seen y'all seen Lizzo out here wilding, making fun of that girl Krishan Rock?
Man, that's baby right there, man. Ain't gonna lie, Lizzo, man.
What did Lizzo say?
Nah, she dressed up as Krishan Rock for Halloween.
Hey, she had it on point too, bro.
Ain't no bullshit. That shit had me rolling. I said, oh, nah, she wrong for that shit.
Yeah, you got to see the video, bro.
Krishan Rock just came out with some news today talking about she got beat on by Blueface.
Nah, she just recanted that because she came out with another video saying
speaking that. It's showing.
Oh, it just swiped.
Yeah, I just got on Instagram.
I refreshed.
That's letting you know the governors listen to us.
I'm telling you, bro.
But yeah, she just recounted her whole conversation. She said Blueface is actually trying to save her from killing herself because she's trying to jump out the car and stuff.
Man,
come on, man, don't do Blueface like that, dog. Come on, he tried to save her.
Nah, I know what it was. Bro. That said she was testing another dude, and Blueface found out.
No, that's what she said. Yeah. I watched the whole little video. Said so.
Listen,
she said Blueface beat her up because. She was trying to because she was texting another dude. She recorded her whole statement and said that, matter of fact, why I don't even saying this, I could just play the audio for y'all. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all need to visually hear this.
I don't need to visually hear shit,
no, you
bro.
need to hear this, man. You know what I'm saying? Or just a piece of it, because she recanted the whole situation. I don't respect this. I don't know what's wrong with y'all mans. He tripping. He tripping again, but I don't leave that alone. Hey, matter of fact, I know a question. Since this is December 31st, it's Halloween and shit. Hey, y'all give me some good Halloween stories. Do y'all even celebrate Halloween? Because in my family, we don't. So, y'all give me some Halloween stories.
Bro, hell no. She really did do that. Lizzo really did do that Krishan Rock shit on point. Man, you know what's a real Halloween story? The IRS. You know what's a real Halloween story, nigga? The system, nigga. Like, I'm just saying, man. Like, niggas ain't been scared of shit under the bed in years, nigga. I've been scared of bills, nigga. I'll cut all the lights off in this bitch and say Candyman 20 fucking times in this hole. I ain't worried about shit, bro. I'm worried about the fucking bills, nigga. I'm worried about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, fuck.
Man, I'm give y'all a Halloween story, man. Nice one since it's Halloween, because we got to speak about this, right, man? So, you know, I wish Big Bro was here. Matter of fact, I might see I get him on the phone and see if he answers the phone real quick. But, you know what I'm saying? Nah, I scratched that. I ain't going to say his Halloween story. I'm going to tell my Halloween story. Pow. So this what? I was with my cousin Pug, right? Big Pug, R.I.P. to Pug, you know what I'm saying? We was out there in California, you know what I'm saying? On a nice Sunday morning, just like today, you feel me? You know what I'm saying? We was going to church, you know what I'm saying? Get some of that Lord in us, you know what I'm saying? Get them demons washed off our body, you know what I'm saying? And as we was going to church, you know what I'm saying? It was me, Nook, and Pub, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, me, Nook, and Pub, and Kenny was in the car. I think, yeah, it was all four of us. Was Kenny there? Nah, Kenny wasn't there, matter of fact. I might be wrong, right? Either he was there or not there. I think one day he decided not to go to church. But, you know, Pub went to a church right next to a blood neighborhood or whatever, you know what I'm saying? So we going to church, and a gray van passes by, right? I'm a kid. I don't think nothing of it. But as we parked the car and everything, you just hear fireworks. You know, like they fast. Like you hear them. Like they just ricocheting off of shit, right? And this, I know he look at me, right? And he said, "Oh, them niggas shooting." You know what I'm saying? So this was scary to me because this like my first time being put in this situation. But I had seen him tell his nephew to run. He like, hey, y'all run to the church. And that boy had some boy, we was fast. I said we got to the church, but just imagine running to church and you just hearing bullets like flying past you and shit because they ricocheting off of shit. And that shit was crazy. And we went and the church had to know this shit was going down. Like they hearing all the shooting and shit. Because once we ran into the church, because we ran in that chick motherfucker, they ain't that mother singing hard. Like you feel the Holy Ghost in that bitch. You like, man, what the fuck? And we was in there now, and that was the story, right? You know what I'm saying?
Shit.
You know?
God.
That shit was crazy.
Hella crazy.
You know what I'm saying? And I was just going to church. And I got another one for y'all. Man, you want to hear some more traumatic shit? I woke up one morning in Yellowstone. You know, put my Jack Yates hoodie on. You know what I'm saying? Going down to go see Brandon Jones, one of my homies. You know what I'm saying? I was walking towards his house, right? Most scariest thing in the world. And this shit wasn't even that scary. I seen a police car go in front of me, right? Then as I'm walking, I'm not thinking nothing of it. I'm walking. Cause you know, you see cars pass you by all the time in the hood. And as I'm walking, it got behind me. And the police officer told me to say, hey, come on, hop in the car. I said, hold up here, sir. I got my ID. Well, you know, back then, you know, everybody was like, man, you need to have your ID on you and stuff, you know what I'm saying? So they can know how to identify. I said, hey, bro, I got my ID. I don't know what you got going on, you know what I'm saying? And the nigga grabbed me by the arm and shit and snatched me up and put me in the police car. And it took me in my hood over there by Foster Elementary, took me down to some old man house, right? And man, this is something crazy. He threw me in the car, and the other homie was in the car. You know what I'm saying? I ain't really fuck with him like that, but he was the other homie in the car. I forgot the nigga name, but he was in the car too. I was like, "What you doing in the car?" He was like, "Man, I don't know." He just picked me up too. So we both just got picked up. So I'm in the whole like tripping because I'm like, I just woke up. I just, you know what I'm saying? I'm walking out the house and shit. So long story short, he takes it to the dude, right? Dude, look at me, look at him. And they really try to get me because I had a red hoodie on and I had my Jack Yates hoodie on, but it said Jack Yates, you know, on the front of it with the symbols and all that shit on it. And the dude looked at me, and I don't know if the police walked away for a little bit because I was handcuffed and shit. You know what I'm saying? So the police looked at me real quick. The dude looked at me real quick. He was like, man, you go to Jack Yates? I'm like, yeah, I go to Jack Yates. I'm like, I just woke up. I ain't robbed your house because somebody in a red hoodie robbed his house or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Oh. And I guess he was an alumni or whatever. And he's like, oh yeah, he told the police straight up. He said, no, this right here, no, he ain't robbed my house. He let him go. I'm like, you know what I'm saying? And that was the end of it. Dude let me go right there and there, like from the dude's house. And I just walked back to my I think I walked to Brandon Jones' house. And I was like, nigga, I just got picked up. I'm going back home. I think I sat in the house for the rest of the day after that shit. I was like, bro, I ain't doing nothing else. Matter of fact, I threw the hoodie away. I think I threw that whole away after that. I said, man, I ain't walking around with this shit no more. I'm tripping. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So yeah.
That's crazy.
Shit crazy. Crazy shit be happening in the hood.
Yeah.
Yeah. You got any stories from me? OG Running League? I know you got some war stories.
Man.
You ran a whole prison.
Shit, man. Fuck the prison. Man, bro. One day, we was this when I was going Yates. We was having war with the Yates football players, and they had us meet them on the D block. They were like, "Yeah, we in y'all hood. We on the D block area." So I was like, "Okay." So we
on Delaney.
No, it was the Yates football player at the time.
Oh, so not tomorrow on Delaney Street or whatever.
It's over there on the other side of Trujillo, right there.
Because
by the blue store.
Because what they call that shit now, DTLR or whatever, some shit over there.
Well, it's
DTA or some shit.
DTA, yeah.
Yeah, okay. I know.
So, no, DTA is the other end of the Kenny Homes.
That's the other end of Kenny Homes.
But we call it D block.
Okay, D block.
But
okay.
yeah, so I was going towards D block, and soon we made it on D block by the Trujillo store. Man, them niggas start shooting at us.
The football team.
Yeah, the football team.
They had a gun.
Man, they had a pistol.
Oh, hell nah.
Bro, I was so nervous. I thought we finna fight some niggas. And I'm like, hey, I'm finna fight these niggas tomorrow because I go to Yates, come find out these niggas got guns, bro. So, yeah, I got the hell out of there, bro. I failed a couple times.
So you from the CUNY Homes, you had to go fight the football team.
Yeah.
And the football team had a gun.
Yeah, I had to ride with my people, man. But the cool thing about it, I messed with the football players too, but I ain't messed with all of them.
Nah, I feel you. Yeah. I had the same situation happen to me at Yates. So after school one day, right?
Yeah.
You know, y'all be having that traditional fight, Third Ward versus Yellowstone shit, right? I remember one time I was hanging out down on accident by the library and shit, and these niggas came and got me. They said, "Say, bro, it's time to go fight for the hood." I said, "What?" I said, "Nigga, what?"
Yeah, that's like me and Big Bro, because Big Bro, he from the back street.
Yeah, he from Yellowstone back street. Yeah.
So he was like, man, bro, I ain't ride with them niggas today. But I said, bro, we fighting against your people, man. I said, I ain't got time for it. But the whole time, but it's like I had to be in the midst, but when it pop off, you had to lean in and make it seem like you're doing something. But
ain't no bullshit. Hey, I did the same shit. I was like, oh man, I went. Hey, we had the police with us at ours. I was like, man, what the fuck? The police gonna let this shit happen? Damn. They ready to round everybody ass up. Damn. I said, shit crazy.
U of H police, TH police, HPD. Constables, sheriffs, everybody was up. They always up there by Burger King after school, bro.
Not bullshit. I know when mines popped off, niggas start going to jail. I was down here like this, boy.
yeah, man.
Hell no.
You know what I'm saying?
Them days was something else, man.
You got any more for me? Got another good one, man?
Man, it's a lot of shit happened. I got too much, man. But them shootouts, I don't play with them though, bro.
Ah, yeah, it's traumatic.
Yeah, man. I ended up same side D block. I was gonna meet up with my homegirls, go hang out with my homegirl Avianca and them. They was on D block. By the time I was fit across the street, it was a car coming down Alabama Street.
Right.
Nigga, they started doing the drive-by. I was in the middle of the street, so I ain't know where to go because these niggas, they shooting at the car, but I don't know, they think I'm with them, so I had to turn back around.
Just went back home, huh?
I bust my face up everything that night, bro.
Ah, man, it's crazy.
Yeah, but yeah, man, I don't play with guns, man. That's the worst thing to play with. But that school shit, I ain't gonna lie, I missed that shit back then.
It's too much. I miss it sometimes. I be like, nah, the shit I was involved with in school was like Grand Theft Auto at the highest level, nigga. I'm CJ walking around like, man, is it gonna live or die? Which one is gonna be?
Bro, then the crazy part, I be in Yellowstone almost every day, bro. So
yeah, fuck with Big Bro.
Yeah, bro. I messed with him, and I had a homegirl staying in Yellowstone, and I messed with a couple of the dudes staying in Yellowstone. But it's like, nigga, is they gonna jump me while I'm in Yellowstone? Like, bro, just come out here. You good, bro? You good?
Nah, bro, y'all used to jump us going that way. I don't remember niggas used to come out here and get jumped.
Man, bro.
Y'all used to come out here and they used to let y'all niggas make it, man. Chill and everything.
Shit.
But anywho, man, Jordy, you got any last word? You got any horror stories you want to tell us?
My shit is in the vault. My shit is not meant to be said on air. So shit.
Okay, then.
I don't got none of them. All my shit is Army experiences and shit that's behind, you know what I'm saying? I'm not even allowed to talk about it, so...
Level 10, top secret type shit, huh?
No, it's just like when you deploy, a lot of shit that happens, you can't talk about it.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, I wouldn't want you to talk about any of that. But anywho, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, I got into fights just like y'all growing up, man.
Yeah, you know, you's a thug. Man, anybody got a Steam Deck?
You already know what time it is.
Yeah, because we got Steam Decks. I think y'all should get a Steam Deck. But that's another conversation for another time on the podcast.
That's a whole nother. That's a whole podcast.
That's a whole part by itself. But your experience randomly seeing that thing, I know definitely you on the way to get one.
Hey man, Grand Theft Auto on that bitch, man.
Ain't your turn. But hey guys, man, we just fucking around. Hey, that was the Braggadocious podcast. OG Rank Lee was in the building. Your boy Shogun. This was his exclusive episode. So y'all need to go to his page and stuff because I'm gonna send a link and y'all go over there and watch it, listen to it and everything. It's gonna be queued up today for sure. So hey, happy Halloween. Y'all go trick or treat. Don't eat too much. And hey,
get drunk for it, nigga, man.
And yeah, and we out.
Braggadocious, 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 braggadocious.